Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect backyard burger. Are there other ways to do it? Sure there are, but this is how to do a perfect classic, everyone. All you're going to need is about 2 pounds worth of ground beef, one slightly beaten egg, a packet of Lipton onion soup. Now these burgers are going to come out perfect. I'm sure you've heard lots of other people's secret recipes that work just fine, but this is how I do it, and I'm no Billy D. Williams, but it works every time. All right, so we're just going to mix in this packet of French onion soup, or packet of onion soup in with this beaten egg here, and mix it on up. And that's pretty much all you're going to need for the mix. You're going to do a little bit of your favorite steak seasoning or burger seasoning on top of the patties, and mostly that's just to kind of help you build, you know, a little bit of a bark or a crust and give it some texture on the outside. But for the actual mix, this is all it takes. Now we've got 2 pounds of ground beef here, and I'm going to make 6 burgers. By my math, we're doing 1/3 pound patties here. So rather than weigh these out, the way I like to do it is I split it into 2 piles. And each one of those, if they're about even, they should make about 3 burgers each. Want those to be roughly about the same size. We'll do the same thing here. And if you just kind of handle them all real quick, you'll be able to see which ones you could stand to take a little bit away from and add to. That's pretty good. 6 1/3 pound patties. From there, we just kind of patty this up. It's all about the pat and the turn. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I like to keep my edges nice and smooth, so that I don't end up with any canyons off on the side of my burger there, or splits or anything. Boom, there's one patty. We're gonna do that 5 more times. Get these nice and flat, everybody. Spread it out some, get a uniform thickness. Otherwise you end up with one of those flying saucer shaped burgers. It's like a meatball in the middle. Now let's go ahead and top it off with a little bit of steak seasoning or burger seasoning. You want to use something kind of flaky that's going to contribute to some texture and add a little bit of a crust or a bark on the outside. Use whatever you like for this. Most of the seasoning we already put in with that onion soup mix. I'm using this back porch burger mix from Fire and Smoke Society. You can find this at the grocery store or at Walmart. They actually make some really good barbecue products. If you haven't seen it, I did a cherry cola pork chops video earlier with some of their seasoning, and it turned out real nice. Let's get that little sprinkle. When you get that extra seasoning on the pan, just grab your burgers and roll those edges in there. You don't want to waste any of it. If they start to come apart on you, just shape it up a little bit again. I'm gonna have to get one of those sticky pads here real soon, everybody. Feel like a DJ. All right, these burgers are ready for the grill. To make the perfect backyard burger, everybody, you need to start out over hot charcoals. Not the pellet grill, not propane, but good old-fashioned charcoal. Now, cooking the perfect backyard burger is an art form, everybody. You want to be able to not move your burgers until they're flipped. You don't want to have to move those around on the grill. So you need to be mindful about how many you actually put on there. I don't want to put any more than 5 on here because I don't want to start an inferno. The perfect backyard burger is done in 2 flips. No more, no less. So we're going to cook it a little bit less on the first side, a little bit longer on the second side, and then when we flip it back over to that first side, you know, we have time for the cheese to melt before it burns. Everybody, thanks for tuning in to Cribs and Ribs. I hope you'll give this video a like, maybe leave me a little comment. It goes a long way to help the channel. And if you enjoyed this content, please share with a friend and hit that subscribe button. Okay, that's about 3 minutes in, and we're ready for the first flip. You can see those are nice and brown, but they're not charred yet. That's going to give us a little bit more time when it comes time to melt that cheese. Oops, but I want to spread these around so I don't have to move it during the middle of the cook. I'll generally try to do about 3 minutes on the first flip, then 5 minutes for the second flip, and then let that cheese rest for another 2 minutes. I don't really time it out. That's just a best guesstimate. Okay, you can see some of the juice starting to pop through the top of the burger. That's almost time to flip. If you like a more rare burger, you can flip it now. Don't be afraid to give these burgers the push test. You want a little bit of give. You don't want them to be too firm, but you don't want them to feel mushy in there either. Now, I was saying 5 minutes, but again, I'm just kind of going off of memory. I've never really timed it out before. I think it's about time to flip these and put some cheese on them. The perfect backyard burger has American cheese, everybody. Yeah, I know cheddar works and Monterey Jack is good, but all you need is American. I like to let the cheese melt on the cooler parts of the grill. That way I can save the hot spots for more food. So to make a perfect burger, you gotta start out with a good bun. I like using these potato buns. We're gonna do butter toasted buns here. This is how you fix and top the perfect burger, everybody. And I repeat, it must be done in this order. First things first, a little bit of mayonnaise. From there, you're gonna do your lettuce. Shredded lettuce catches the juice. Leaf lettuce lets the juice run down your arm. Remember that, party people. On top of the lettuce, you're gonna do some pickle chips. Your pickle chips can make or break your burger, everybody. Make sure you get some nice thick cut pickle chips. Use your favorite brand. Then we're gonna go some red onion. Don't tell me nothing about no Vidalia onion, sweet onion, this, that, the other thing. Get you some red onion. Necessary for a backyard burger. From there, we're gonna go crispy bacon, everybody. You don't have to go crazy. This burger's gonna be nice and rich already. From there, you do your patty. On top of the patty, we're gonna go with a couple of slices of tomato. And then on your top bun, we're gonna do a little bit of spicy brown mustard. Oh yeah. And this, everybody, is the perfect backyard burger. Nothing like the classics. Cribs and ribs. Everybody, I hope you'll subscribe, like, maybe leave me a little comment. Sure helps the algorithm. I post new barbecue videos all the time, as well as reviews of Las Vegas's hottest barbecue joints. If you or anyone you know is considering a move within the Las Vegas area, I would love to be your realtor. Either call, text, or email, and we'll chat soon.